Contractor Glen FARRUGIA charged with 20 offences and denied bail. A BIRKIRKARA business had offered LAMIN JATIEH a job after he recovers, and Malta has been placed back on the European Union's Green Safe Travel list. All this and more on Lovin Daily. Good evening and welcome to Lovin Daily. Johnathan Cilia here, joined by Paula. Cauci. It's been a major day in Malta's courts today in regards to the shocking case of a migrant worker who was left discarded and abandoned in a dusty side road in Cilia. Paula has the details.
Ekku jidher il-kontrattur Glen FARRUGIA naħseb komplika s-sitwazzjoni tiegħu ħafna iktar milli qatt stenna wara li llum il-Maġistrat Nadinlija ma tatux il-bejl u bekk dal-kontrattur minn GNG Contractors Limited ser jorqod il-ħabs waqt li tiġi akkużat ta' voluntary grievous bodily harm, negligence leading to injury u akkuża oħra illi prova ineħħi l-evidenza, trying to destroy evidence. Apparti akkużi oħra minnaħa ta' l-OHSA. Fimni l-avukati ta' Glen FARRUGIA din jizħu illi dawn huma akkużi daqsxejn amplifikati għal dak illi ġara fid-dawl illi għandu kondotta kważi nadifa fi klimhom stess u l-arrest huwa bbażat fuq il-verżjoni ta' xut wieħed biss. Jidher minn lentiħa oġġettiva illi forsi jista' jkun il-każ illi dan il-persuna qed issir ġustizzja strettissima miegħu mentre li kieku dan il-każ ma kienx daqshekk popolari fuq il-medja din il-ġimgħa forsi l-akkużi kienu jkunu ħarir aktar faċli, iżgħar, forsi kien jingħata bejl, ovvjament forsi u kieku ħadd ma jaf li hu ċert li l-Maġistrat Lija donna qiegħda tagħmel eżempju b'dak illi ġara, niċċara li fl-opinjoni tiegħi dak li qed jiġi allegatu vera kien episodju moqżis u mill-iktar baxx naħseb jum iswed għal pajjiżna għaliex juri ċertu nistax ngħidlu annimal għax l-annimali iħossu u ma jagħmlux affarijiet hekk. Però ovvjament suppost innocent until proven guilty u noqogħdu attenti li ma jkunx hemm kif diġà kien hemm trial by media għaliex il-ġustizzja trid issir. Imma każ jaħraq ħafna u qed nieħu pjaċiri li f'dan il-każ fejn jinvolvi anke immigranti li ħafna drabu nafu li ma tantx isibu ġustizzja ingħata daqshekk prominenza biex forsi l-affarijiet jitranġaw.
You know, let's be very clear. The authorities have moved within 2 days and actually charged a developer in court over a migrant case. This is something that's usually unheard of in Malta. We report on so many cases of accidents on construction sites involving migrant workers, and they very rarely lead anywhere. So the fact that it's moved so fast, you know, you did raise a very fair point. Did they move fast because of the media attention? Let's be very clear. We published a story and there was a response from everyone. The president, the former president, prime minister, opposition leader, mayor of Cilia, everyone had something to say about this and most people condemned it. So maybe that did kind of light a fire, you know, behind the police looking into this case. But either way, Glen FARRUGIA has now been remanded in custody, denied bail after being charged with 20 offences. So we'll have to see what happens next in this case. But yes, he will be not sleeping at home today. And I think lots of people online will be very happy to hear that because, you know, so often people are able to get away with these kind of crazy crimes, these human rights abuses. In this case, we might actually be seeing different. However, as Paula did note, so far in court, only LAMIN's words are being used against FARRUGIA. The police still have to conclude their investigation, so we'll have to wait that. But you know, in relation to the story, and it's a bit of a heartwarming angle to this, a BIRKIRKARA business has actually stepped up and offered LAMIN a job once he recovers, once he gets out of Mater Dei Hospital. So this is Klima 755, who actually reached out to Lovin Malta shortly after the news broke of LAMIN's situation and said, you know, quote, if we can help him to get out of this nightmare, we're ready to give him a job. We don't operate in the building industry, but if we could find something for him, we'll definitely do it. Now, this is really interesting because it wasn't just him. Lawyers have actually reached out offering pro bono services to help LAMIN if he needs once he recovers, to go to a court case. Now the thing is this, questions are still up in the air about whether LAMIN has a permit to work here or whether he came from Italy and was working, irregularly. So if that is the case, it will be a bit difficult for him to get a job locally. But it's just great to see, when you kind of lose hope about employers in Malta, bosses in Malta, to find that there are still businesses that have a very strong heart.
Dak-kas l-għamil ukoll naħseb illi sa jservi biex jagħti kuraġġ il min jaf kemm hawn immigranti illegali sfortunatament f'pajjiżna illi jittolleraw abbuż mingħand l-employers tagħhom ma jiftħux ħalqhom għax jibbiżgħu li jiġu deportati xorta m'għandhomx ikunu hawnhekk illegalment imma kull bniedem titrattaħ ta' bniedem bid-dinjità u bid-drittijiet tiegħu ġifieri nemmen illi ser naraw ħafna iktar stejjer fil-medja ta' migranti jiġu maltrattati mill-employers tagħhom. Għaliex, it is not on.
Absolutely. And listen, if you'd like to actually donate yourself, a fundraiser has been set up for LAMIN by the Victim Support Malta. You can find the link on lovinmalta.com as well as on Victim Support Malta's Facebook. They're accepting financial donations right now, so if you are up for helping LAMIN out and maybe helping his family out, he's got a wife and 2 kids, this is one way to do it.
Neqilbu suġġett kompletament illum li CDC raġa tikklassifikat il-Malta bħala Green List Country, ġifieri li prattikament Malta huwa pajjiż sikur ħafna fejn tgħix jew fejn iżżur għaliex in-numri tal-COVID-19 huma baxxi. Inna ma nkunu fil-Green List minn Lulju li għadda meta wara rajna l-spectre każijiet fis-sajf, fingers crossed il indumu fuq il-Green List indefinittivament alla volja jidher li hemm xi biża' mill-awtoritajiet illi l-iskejjel jafu jerġgħu jollu daqsxejn il-każijiet, l-istaġun tal-influenza jaf jerġgħu jollu l-każijiet, imma għalhekk hemm il-vaċċin tal-influenza, hemm il-booster għall-vulnerabbli, hopefully nżommu kollox taħt kontroll u sal-Christmas ninsew il-kelma COVID.
Health Minister Chris Fearn welcomed the news, simply saying back to green. So, this is definitely a good step forward. Malta has gone forward in its vaccination rollout. So many people have stepped up and really, made sacrifices to help stop the spread of this virus. The fact that we're back on the green travel list is great for travelers. Coming to Malta is going to be great for the tourism industry, and overall it's just a really, really good sign for the island. However, jumping to the next story, and another very good sign for the island, San Anton Gardens. I don't know if you've been there recently, but it seems to have fallen into a state of disrepair. So photos have been circulating on social media. Among others, the head of the Valletta Cultural Agency, Jason McAuliffe, was one of the most prominent people to push these photos, showing, shattered windows, broken pathways, and he described the abandonment of San Anton Gardens. The social media furor has led to President George VELLA actually taking matters into his own hands and calling on the Environment Minister, FARRUGIA, to step in and see what's going on in San Anton, figure out why the place, such a beautiful garden, filled with fountains and statues and trees, is falling into disrepair. Sources close to the president said, quote, "The president has had enough of receiving complaints about the gardens." And interestingly enough, just in the last half an hour, Environment Minister FARRUGIA actually took to social media and he said, "Listen, I'm hearing your calls and I agree with you. It's time for us to take San Anton seriously." He noted that his ministry technically only has remit over soft landscaping and the ponds, but said either way, we need to step up and make sure that this garden, this really, really beautiful and historic garden, is taken care of.
Nispera biss li San Anton Gardens iservi bħala eżempju biex jekk hemm ġon oħra madwar Malta, ma nistax ngħid m'iniex dilettanti ma mmur ġinien minn uomor, imma jekk hawn ġon oħra li għandhom l-istess problema ta' remits u l-immenti ta' ministerju ħsieb xiex li tiġi armonizzata dil-biċċa xogħol kollha biex bekk nieħdu ħsieb li l-ġonna kollha ta' Malta kbar jew żgħar ikunu fl-aħjar stat possibbli tagħhom. L-aħħar storja llum finqas minn 24 siegħa Lovin Malta Social Media Awards irċivew eluf ta' nominazzjonijiet, ħafna nisaċċana li jixtiequ rikonoxximent apart il-views ta' ġaħadu rikonoxximent li il-videos tagħhom, social media content tagħhom huwa fost l-aqwa fil-pajjiż.
Super, super exciting time. Lovin Malta Social Media Awards is a great event that we hold every single year. We've got over 20 different categories. We've got best food, best chef, we've got best satire, best Instagrammer, best TikToker. There's a whole swath of categories hitting practically all the hobbies and interests in Malta. Now, what's important to remember is that you only have until Monday, 4th October at midday exactly to get nominating, so get nominating. You can nominate as many people as you want in all the categories, so you don't just stop at one nomination, you can actually nominate more than one person if you so wish to. And what's important is you give a shout out to all the people that deserve to be celebrated. So we're here to look out for the best content creators, the best entertainers on the island over the last 12 months. And let me tell you, we've needed the entertainment. So this is if there's been someone online that, you know, has really affected you, has made you laugh, has made you cry, maybe think about something, now is the time to celebrate them. So get nominating. These content creators deserve to be recognized as well. So head over to lovinmalta.com. You've got all the information as well. Get to the website and get nominating. Monday, 4th October, okay, is the deadline. So, Paula, is there anyone that, you know, you've been following on TikTok or Instagram that deserves a shout out?
ħafna ma mhux ħanajt il-favoriti tiegħi sa ninnominhom u tkunu tafu. Dak kien kollox minna ħatana għan Lovin Daily, qabel kont ngħid have a day full of lovin', issa qed ngħid have an evening full of lovin'. Ciao.